All 15 samples have been collected and
Take them to the Flower Feather Clan via express ship. From there, get them on priority shipping.
got it. A combination of Plan B3 and Plan C2.
Uh-huh. It's the Traveler.
Don't be nervous. Just interesting timing. Traveler?
I'll leave you to it then. Miss Yelan, I'll ensure everything.
They're plant and mineral samples containing Kuvaki. I'm sending them back to Liu. Nothing escapes you. There are also some pictures relating to the Fatui among these samples. These show their research facilities, their current weaponry, and it's one of the reasons. But I'm also here to purchase some intel. Dealing with her always requires a lot of preparation, both mental. Have you ever heard of the Northern Intelligence? It's essentially a forum for intel exchange. Loosely, but you can find well-connected people from all walks of. Nefer currently represents this Northern Intelligence Network. And if intel was all they sold, that would be one thing. But it's said the network has spies planted in every region, and that they're always on the lookout. In no small part thanks to the efforts of my colleagues. The networks, it doesn't matter if they send official representatives or smuggle in spies. I imagine that we must be one of the very few unknowns remaining on. Why would she? Nefer's too smart to hold a grudge when it comes. Other factors notwithstanding, I'm a valuable customer. The Northern Intelligence Network has plenty. Well done for picking up on my phrasing. You're getting. Up until now, all of my dealings with the network have been of a personal nature. Of course. Let's just. Mora. Lots and lots of Mora. More than enough to influence. With someone like her, it's better to spend a little Mora. It's important to remain vigilant in your dealings with her. If you ever see us together, chances are we're conducting business. If you have any trust in me at all, then cover your ears and stay out of it. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Oh, and Traveler, before I go, if you don't. Even if stray winds blow, the mountains of Liyue should shield you while you drink.
Can't quite believe we're meeting out here.
Well, it's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next moon prayer night comes around.
You'll do fine, Columbina.
You really think so? When...
We were just starting out then, come on!
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Ether. What happened? It's time to learn the truth at last. I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that the story of the time before I was born. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality...
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it had the great ruler of the firmament.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Tibet. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, It belongs. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well.
You two take care, alright?
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler? Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a...
Stories like that don't exist, you know? I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Zandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your siblings' story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that he rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, he would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in his eyes.
Ether...
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some Kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be alright.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too. Solitude for me once meant living a life. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after...
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tevat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for...
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own. Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just... What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but...
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nefer a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Ether found me, he came from outside the ship. Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe even...
Are you all right?
Yes. I can feel that the truth is coming together. I remember Ether telling me that when he first arrived in Conria, he could not recall the past. So this might be something that even he doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Ether's. He's always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Ether is. Yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance?
I don't know. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvaki to Nodcry again.
Wait, but what about your body?
I won't. Not this time. The frog, I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family. Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess?
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. Down in Tevat, the moon seems so far away. But on the moon, everything feels so... The haze that once enshrouded the skies has I don't have a lot of luggage. Next, To start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on. Like I said, this is not the end. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was ice cold. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appeared to get along on the surface, but I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Nodcry, I'd like to explore. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and it would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue, it shall cast down its true moonlight.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the... this preamble is such a pain to write. I trust that Durin has updated... The good news is, we managed to come together. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselet, aka the Moon Goddess, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends in a short while. Wait, how am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in a letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in... I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. I think of Mondstadt daily. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other... P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the... Whew, and that as they... And with the moon shining down brighter than ever...
wishes to peer into the abyss need simply to wander through cry on a misty. Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist. Not to be sniffed at.
That tickles. Columbina? Huh. That's odd. Yeah.
Greetings.
Another jump scare?
I thought that since you were already
Paimon's gonna get you next time. Just
Great. I look forward to it. Oh, I guess the Kuhenki must have swiped it when we were playing earlier. I don't usually need to use my eyes, so the mask makes little difference. Let them play with it if they like.
Oh. On that note, don't you want to go out?
Yes, I have plenty of time now. However, I was concerned that you might work.
Yeah. After all, we only need to know that you're okay.
I see.
You'll only consider it?
Everything that has happened here. That said, I do have another reason for waiting.
And what's
To give you a pleasant surprise.
must be the place you were talking about, right? Paimon wasn't there last time, so she didn't get to see it. Can Paimon fly around and check it out?
Of course. If it pleases you, I could bring you back again someday.
So, this...
Oh? So this is enough. Come. Let us paint.
Wait, here?
Oh, that's simple. The water's surface is our canvas, the moonlight our brushes, and with the moon's reflection to guide us. Yes, good. That's the way. Come, let us walk together a while. When the traveler advances, the moon walks by his side. Where the traveler stops, the moon too rests its feet. There, it is finished. Where the traveler stops, the moon too rests its feet.
Lunatar? It's really you?
We used moonlight to trace this child's form, and she no longer needs to bear my spirit. Her
She's flying over!
Yes, I have awakened all the memories of the time you spent together.
Paimon wasn't expecting their surprise to be this
It wasn't much. I, too, am glad. Go. You must miss them, surely. You're welcome to come back anytime. Now, I know how fond you are of them, but come back here to rest, should you find yourself tired from playing outside.
Add astro. Thank you for Add astro.
Here.
You got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before. How about a cup of tea first? Now tell me, Traveler and
Nope.
A long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, this place was essentially one giant with no administrative oversight. Over time, more and more people settled here, and the spirit of free trade has been a local staple.
So, is it like...
In a sense, it's an annual... In other words, it's the biggest legal black market in all of Tevat. Yes, the Voynich Guild is organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally I would let Yehoda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove... Something tells me we'll have a lot of big names and attend... Hence why I think Yehoda might need a helping...
Oh, so...
Exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination. I don't know if I'd put it quite like... In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. Good instincts. I do have one special request, as the one offering this commission. In principle, the Nodcry Trade Expo is a platform for... I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go... No violence at the expo. The guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all
Violence? Whoa!
If that line is crossed, the event will descend. Of course, mediating such situations might... The expo is being held on the shoreline to the... All right?
Yep, we got this!
Huh?
This is where Never...
Let me think. Yeah! Let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still...
And what's the guild's cut on transactions?
Sorry, one question at a time, Oh, I should have just stuck to cat wrangling.
Hey, Yehoda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry.
Don't worry, we're not here to pile more work on you.
Really?
Boss never asked us to handle participant coordination.
Let me think. Oh, right. There are still 3 participants that haven't checked in. At least I think it was 3. Come on, Yehoda. Get a grip. I'm not...
Looks like Yehoda's doing her freaking out face again.
Sorry.
Let's start with the basics then.
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying... Oh, and if any disputes break out between them...
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Aino, but as for the other 2... they're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we...
Hey, the Traveler's got...
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some... If something goes wrong... Let's hope...
Alright. You have a bunch of work still, right?
Lifesavers! Anyway, I'm guessing the 2 sellers I just mentioned are caught up with lodging, or... I'd get over there pronto if I were you. Oh, and tell Aino to bust a move, would you? The booth I'm saving for her is in a prime location.
Actually, this is the second ship in our fleet. The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyun Stone Forest.
Beidou! The infamous merc captain who's...
Yeah. We've...
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome mat. Ah, I see. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh?
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo.
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading, take a look.
What is it?
A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her... It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances.
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Millileth's using, this...
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over to...
Yelan?
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that, yeah...
No worries.
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beidou was kind enough to lend me a ride. Anyway, it's been a while, traveler. The sensitive
Sounds like our cue to stop asking questions.
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me. About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
All right, that's it for registration. Follow us.
So, this is the place, huh? When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing.
On me.
The flagship. Guess this participant decided to figure out...
Partner! Paimon!
Navia! It's been forever!
You got that right.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Yeah, that checks out.
Is that my new nickname?
It's great that we found you.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clarand and Chevreuse went to unpack.
Talking about us?
Clarand! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Nodcry is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to Fontaine,
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on. Look who you're talking to.
with that nonchalant attitude,
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist here as...
Gang boss and her bodyguard. Got it! Should we mark you down for the expo too, Chevreuse?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cake...
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing. What's this?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Numa and...
So it's... a weapon?
Of course! At a market with no legal oversight like this one.
Yes, so. Still, bragging about not having to follow...
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless terror. As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to... And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members waiting on me.
Well, ready to...
All right, let's get this show on the road. bigger than I expected.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like...
Well, Clarence and I are all set up for now.
Hey, you two!
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we...
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her Thwack and Smack.
Oh! Is that her submission for the expo?
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed it. Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective.
Wait! So Aino is actually gonna...
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the...
Oh! So, are you guys... Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds.
Where'd all the money go?
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are lacking. We have had at least 47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of research funds. As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
Alright, done. Thwack and Whack defense bots, do me proud.
Looks like we can head over now.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform.
This new bot looks pretty interesting, I know.
Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll...
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for Rich...
I will be participating, but there is no need to register, Aino.
Oh, good point. The 3 participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
Just shut up and move along.
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us.
A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are... I've been wanting to talk tough like that for ages.
It's not like I...
What's that?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these dwarfs get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging, and guess what? Obviously, someone pulled a few strings.
Hey, we earned our place, fair and square.
So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here. And not on... These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me?
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off with...
Well, he's lucky he decided to run.
Thanks a million,
all in a day's work. Anyway, knew I remembered you guys.
Auntie, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
All right, Ashvapati. You get a spot in the most lucrative market in...
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule.
No, but...
Ati, Neb, Rhea.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make that...
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy? In any case, I'm not looking to make it big.
Fair enough. You're still gonna be busy with
I understand. A lot of children...
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Really?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda. My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it. I should get...
Wow! Way to step up, Yehoda!
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once the...
Relax! We'll help you out!
Oh, wow! Already?
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Attention, everyone! Participant registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild...
And they'll take care.
Should we take a look around? Or maybe check in on our friends first? Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Inef's goods are selling.
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, just now, as Aino was about to return to the... My database does not have relevant information.
Unofficial ties, huh?
Come with me.
A device that uses...
And what about this thing?
The Fontaine Research Institute made the right call.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in...
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does...
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Yelan? Chevres? What are you doing?
Traveler. Paimon.
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module.
The rumors are true then.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our...
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Understood.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar...
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this. I trust you, Traveler. And Miss Chevres seems to do the same.
Agreed.
Miss Chevres and I seem to be here in Nodcry to
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off. So that's where Navia comes in.
so does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Yes. There's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
But, what about Nefer's golden rule?
What? No. I've done...
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved, because if the Traveler has someone to answer to...
Fine.
Miss Yelan from Liyue.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to...
And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted her enough to tell her the truth about our... And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first...
How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table? Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone
Yes. Might as well get it out in the open, ladies.
Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know. The caravan transports have been helped.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating. Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some...
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing...
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much...
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance.
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host,
all deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would... The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer. So I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the...
You said this was a negotiation.
Let's think about this.
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh?
Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside...
Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed.
I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word that...
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks.
Looks like negotiations are a success!
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all over...
Looks like we'll be working together quite...
This whole negotiation really feels like...
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going. Let's go check in with Yelan and Shepard.
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting your...
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our
Paimon thought you were here for some... you know... fishing.
What? No, of course not. The kid...
I'm sorry. Are these three prevent...
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, don't sweat it. They were just curious.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already.
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over...
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Really?
Your vessel. It's a bad...
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers, and perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just envious.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going.
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on. There's no rule saying we can't have...
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Pointed.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides is just more red tape. Something to...
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved.
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring, and after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but... that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent...
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out...
Are they having a fight?
Ah, they're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible.
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And
see? Like to...
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance you...
Ha! Let's do this thing! There he is!
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack.
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts.
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crate.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely.
Sorry.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in... Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor. So that seems to...
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Take that!
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents!
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way! Nope, not this way. Had enough? Then turn around! Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day! Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I say...
A special patrol uniform.
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Save the best for last.
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never...
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating.
Yeah, I know. But hearing...
Wow!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mob.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold her...
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was an unavoidable sac...
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these...
And if that doesn't work, I've heard...
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
So far. Once we...
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the...
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from the...
Well, that went a lot smoother than... You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? If you feel like it's missing some...
Excuse me? Are you the traveler?
Oh no!
I'm sorry, I don't know the
Now let's get a move on!
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of it. Get it together.
Let's try not to get too worked.
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me.
A theft?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this.
Beto? Wait, that means...
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now...
And each ballista is super...
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worth...
The guild will make sure of that. Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy.
I know, it's just...
Miss Yehuda...
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about. Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that, but...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access. Wait, so now it's an inside job?
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the... If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just... Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't... Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it!
Hold up. We can't...
No, of course not, but...
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what...
I guess we're...
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter.
This will all make for a very...
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction. So
it's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about it?
Uncle Ashwapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But we've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted but before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, none of the weapons survived.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure from what they've told us,
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashwapati would never do something like that! No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys.
I'm sorry. All we can do is act.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, But if Ashwapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened...
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashwapati for now. If he stole the prototypes, there's...
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is. As soon as I've got a location, though.
That does sound like the
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Trep.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashwapati.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing.
Absolutely. You just need to trust us.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarande and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed.
We know. It's just...
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never... But if that's true, then... That means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past, too. Wouldn't that make...
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and...
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah.
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back, then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable.
It's all right.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep.
Then, let's all do our...
Stop right there!
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. These records look
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were all the one time they slipped up. It broke the case wide open.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the
So, he's the guy?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same
No. Almost like he led us here on
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was...
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I intended.
Let's keep going. We can read it together.
Is this what?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security feat.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession?
Oh,
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone.
That's a question for another time.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, that would seem to be our
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. It all started with a Kashara War researcher. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert,
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft... You got somewhere to go?
Not really.
Now you're talking like desert folk.
What would I do?
Gather foods, guard up. Of course, if you have something you're good at.
All I know is... weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara research is in... My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all... So I might have borrowed a few sensitive texts without permission, but you see the vision, right?
The Academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
I can help upgrade your weaponry.
True, weapons are essential to life here, but when it comes to protecting the people here...
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the... Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but...
I see.
I've heard you Kasharawa scholars are handy with all kinds of
You mean, like...
Yes, if you wouldn't mind.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm
Because I knew better than to be stubborn.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got...
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try.
Leave them be. This oasis has all that matters.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. And so, normal life continued. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have
Hope you don't mind me asking, but...
I do mind, actually.
Rumor is, you used to be a researcher at the...
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out, but what if you...
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, we've always had a good eye for business.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here.
Well, it's your choice. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king.
Fine.
I'm done.
What are you talking about?
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice.
An accomplice? Listen,
can't you sell more than just weapons?
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there...
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway.
What was that? Was it? How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies.
You sold weapons to his enemy.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's what.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies, and I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, in the end, despite all the burning tents, I rushed. And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who... This confession is for the kids to read, too. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but back then...
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Nodcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now.
Then we need to find him ASAP!
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring run... Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked.
The meeting will be happening any time now.
Ashvapati.
It's been a while, Senegem.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just...
Oh, I think that might take a while.
No. There's no way the cops could...
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues. If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation...
So now what?
No. The authorities.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking...
After everything...
Because what's the alternative? After Kayem was that took you in, what you should have learned is that banking on loyal... In the desert, my people live by one rule. Just look at me. When there's more...
You think everyone is as...
A lowlife? There's nothing. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and...
Are you...
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. But if you want me dead so bad...
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with...
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out.
Yes! That's...
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this...
Hold it right there, all of you!
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the...
Fontanian justice is too...
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them!
What is it you feel you need to
You're from Liyue, right? Surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me?
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames. The peace we enjoy today isn't because the weapons are what secured us the peace in the first. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as
Time is running out.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody...
I knew they were looking looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intercept! On my signal! Fire!
But how?
A fireworks show? Huh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business! I never imagined the Guizhong ballista.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top league. As for these arms dealers, though, I know. There's no sentence the court, considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with...
I guess you're right.
Let us have a modicum.
What do you think they did with Ashvapati in the end? Let's go ask them for an update.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining...
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to process for you. Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect that...
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy it.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stated...
Deal.
Huh. That was...
Uncle Ashvapati! We...
They told us the whole story. Everything...
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself.
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you...
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so...
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me...
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. I actually consider the desert my home, too. So I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it...
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after... I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With...
I'm flattered, really. Sure. We could put up a few tents and...
Where there's Mora, there's always a way.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch.
Sure can.
Huh?
Ta-da! I present to you one magical gem simply planted in the ground and a spring.
What the...
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can...
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself. And, needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But,
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work. I think that would keep the kids of...
Deal!
Hooray!
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.